Hello, welcome back. My name is Sybonn, and this is a May the 4th special edition. And naturally, I'm going to add into the Star Wars world that I've got and what to add to it. Now, I turned to my last Reddit post of the 8080 to see what you guys suggested, and the best and top suggestion was for a Imperial class Star Destroyer up in space. So thanks Val Yeet for that. So I gave it a go. So to start off with, I built the outer shell, which took me a while, not gonna lie, because it was so big, and to get all the angles correct and for them to link up because I couldn't see the whole thing in one go. But I got there. So to work out the main position for the actual Star Destroyer, where it was going to be in space, I went back to my Echo Base gun turret, looking at where it was facing. I then went straight up and placed it right in line so it looks like it's actually going to shoot at it. So once I had that kind of down, I then went on to build the bridge, which is going to be the highest point of this ship, so I needed that in place. Then after that, completed the outer shell on the top side of the ship. And then I built the thrusters on the rear. I thought the best thing I could do is probably fill it out and then build the interior. So I had to do a little bit of research for this. I didn't know where to put the actual entrance and the exit. So there's actually a main dock on the underside of the Star Destroyer. So I used that as the entrance. Now I wanted a main access point through the center of the actual ship, so I did a elevator looking shaft in the center. Because what I wanted to try and do is make it as easy as possible to navigate around the ship, so you can use it in a real life playthrough. So I made sure there was plenty of NPC rooms that were all valid, so you can house as many as you like. It's always like two entrances to a build, and on the Star Destroyer there's a waste dump opening on the rear, so I thought I'd use that. Now I wanted a large area which had a main power cell to power this ship, so this is how I imagined it. So I tried to theme the rooms as best I can to fit into the Star Destroyer, just to make it look a little bit more realistic. So now the main structure's done, we will time warp into the future so we can see the final product, and I'll show you around. So here we are, the finished build. I'm going to show you around, and to start off with, I'm going to show you the entrance to the ship, which is on the underside, like I mentioned, where the docking bay is. So it's a nice little sensor, you know all of the sensor entrances, and there it is, nice and simple. Thought it made it quite accurate to the build, and each room has got a nice little sensor opening, and the first thing you come to is the elevator, and now that's fully kitted out, you can just jump up through the middle. Now because it's on the edge of space, there's not a lot of gravity, so it does make it easier to jump through this, but I've put platforms anyway just to try and help it a little bit. So I'll start off on the left hand side of the build. So through here, the Star Destroyer is going to have plenty of troopers, let's be honest, so they're going to have somewhere to sleep. So I thought it would be quite fitting that there would be quite a few bunkers. This is a valid NPC house, and come through here you've got sort of the armory, and quite fitting we've got the arms dealer here ready to do what you need to. I thought a big military ship should have a area which has got guns and weaponry and all this kind of thing. And then right at the front you've got a storage area which has got a couple of alien jellyfish in there as well, so that's somewhere to keep all their stuff. And if I go up to the next level, you have sort of the canteen area, which is what I thought to do on this one. And then through here you've got the cook, which is kind of just sitting down at the moment. It's got nothing to do clearly, but you've got a crafting area, so there's a lot of crafting stations here, so you can use it with the game. If I go back down and show you over here, you've got the main power cell, which I've added a couple more little bits just to make it look a little bit more realistic. And again, the second half of the power cell, which is here, both of which are at valid NPC houses. So again, you can put your NPCs in there. And on the next floor, you have another bunker, and again, a valid NPC house, and then some more storage. And then you've got the additional exit and entrance, which is the waste dump, which I thought was quite an interesting thing to have, just so you can get out and in from another access. So if you're coming from that direction, then it's easy enough to get in or get out. And then on the next level, we have another alien little fish and the spawn point, which is here. So it looks a little bit more grand than the other sleeping areas, so you Sith Lords can sleep in luxury down here. And then on the top floor where the bridge is, we've got plenty of seating, and we've got the steampunker there as well. These war tables I think look amazing for this because it actually looks like a destroyer spinning around it, which I think is great. That completes my build. Now I will show you this at night as well. I'm going to zoom back out again so you can see it all in one go now. So at night, not a lot changes, as you can see, but everything glows a little bit more. So because you're in space. So I think it looks that a little bit more interesting. So I've done the thrusters with living fire blocks, which I thought looked quite cool. So it's a bit more active in terms of that. So that's this build, and what I'm going to be doing, because it's a special May the 4th episode, I'm going to show you around because I tweaked some of the other builds at the Hoth base, so I'm going to show you those now. So here we are at the Hoth base. So I haven't changed anything with the AT-AT Walker, it is very much the same still, and if you haven't seen that, I put a link in the description area so you can see that build, and I will go through a bit more detail on there if you want to see that. And in here, the only kind of bits that have changed are I've put these little weapons here, and I've changed some of the blocks just to make it look a little bit better. And I've added automatic doors, whereas they actually were, you had to use your hands to open them, which was a bit of a strain. On the ones where you'd probably access them most, I've put automatic doors. So the storage area and the crafting area is here. And then again, some more NPC houses there. And as you come up, I've done it for this room as well, and on the top floor, because this will be your main spawn point. When you're loading up the game, you don't really want to be opening and closing doors, and then you just go all the way down to the bottom and then out the side door. Now again, if you haven't seen the Hoth base build, I'll put a link in the description again, and there's a special feature down here which I'll just show you a little bit, and then that'll be it. Nice little wamper just chilling out there. And then moving on to the power shield generators, all valid NPC houses, so it all fits in really nicely into the Star Wars theme that we've got here. So that's some new additions to my Hoth base and to the Star Wars world in general. I'm going to keep adding to this, so if you've got any suggestions, please write them down in the comments section, because I really appreciate, as you can see, I will build what you guys want. So if you like an idea, make sure you like that comment. So that was my May the 4th special edition, so I hope you liked it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, because I'm going to be adding to the boss builds as well as this. So keep your suggestions coming, because I really appreciate them, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.